Hi everyone, George back with another video. I've got 9 LPs to show you. I've got maybe 13 in the last 2 weeks, 10, 12 I think. So I'll keep them. One I can't find. Played, put it in the bin, played it the next day, and I can't find it. And generally when that happens, if it's, I've maybe put in the blues bin or the jazz bin, but I can't find it. So I'm sure I'll come across it. Anyway, 9 to show you, which isn't bad. First one is a 7-inch single, and I don't buy many singles, once a year or something. This is an exclusive release for Record Store Day 2018, limited to 1,000 copies, transparent gold and black swirls vinyl, download card included, and it is Balmorhea. This is Michael Muller's band. It's in the VC, noted and archived. So it's lovely package put together. So we've got nice outer polyline sleeve, lovely card single. Got the gold, some black in there, beautiful single. Download card and a wee bit bump about the band there. The A side is Chime and the B side is Sean. So it's fairly ambient music. Lovely. The A side's more piano based and the B side is more guitar based. I think they're mainly a duo. Lovely music. Great addition, Balmorhea. Next off we have, almost completing my Traffic, one more live album to buy. This is a best of Traffic from 1969. So this is when Stevie Winwood left to form Blind Faith record company. 2 tracks from the first 2 albums and some other bits and bobs. I think the great single Hole in My Shoe. So this is, I think it's more a maybe 79, 80 copy, but it's nice and clean. Great album. Can't go wrong with Traffic. Next off, completing my 3 LP Egg trilogy is their second album, The Polite Force. This is from 1970. Quite hard to get because I don't think it's been re-released. So this is original on the label. So very prog rock. We've got in the back there Caroline Hitchens. If you're watching, you can make me an offer. Prog rock, yeah, mostly instrumental, some vocals, quite strange music in a way. So we have Mont Campbell on bass, and he does singing. Dave Stewart, my great uncle, on keyboards, and Clive Brooks on drums. So I only paid £36 for this, plus postage about 40 nearly, I think. And I've been trying a couple of times on eBay to get it and just wasn't in the ballpark. I think the price on Discogs is maybe about £80 or so, so put together for 36 plus P&P, so that's my second album by Egg, The Polite Force. Got this a couple of days ago, Craftwork, Radioactivity from 1975. Again, this is, couldn't quite find it in Discogs, really a date, but it's probably around about 1980 UK release. Great album. insert the band. So this completes my wee trilogy of Craftwork. I've got the 2 albums after this, so there's one I always wanted. Could have got the shiny new one, but this is pretty good and slightly cheaper. Old Vaughan radio. Actually, I used to have one of these radios. Next up we have Wes Montgomery, Full House. Recorded in Berkeley, California. I've got a couple of other Wes Montgomery albums. I always wanted this one, and I probably got the wrong 2 because this is one of his best albums anyway. He was in town, don't know where it was, San Francisco or wherever, and he managed to get 3 members, Miles Davis's band, Wynton Kelly piano, Paul Chambers bass, and Jimmy Cobb on drums. Jimmy Griffin was kicking about, so he played tenor sax. So this is from 1962, and this is on Riverside. I think this is an American copy. Wes with a cigarette there. Great album, Full House, called Full House. It was a live gig, sold out. There was loads of folk outside. I believe they piped the music to them out there. Really enjoying that. Next 2 are the new Blue Note Classic series. Still waiting on the last 2. Don't know if I'll ever see these, but this is obviously Joe Henderson, page 1. We've got Kenny Dorham, Butch Warren, Paul Rocca on drums, and it says etc. And the etc. is on the back, it tells you it's McCoy Tyner playing piano. It appears courtesy of Impulse Records. Great album. Never been off the turntable. Which jazz album do you play your friends are into jazz? This is as good as any. It's fantastic. Another one that came, something else. Cannonball, Adderley. Obviously Miles Davis. Hank Jones on piano. Sam Jones bass. Art Dudley, Blakey. Art Dudley. Art Dudley's for Stereophile. Art Blakey on drums. Great album too. This is from 1958. Classic I've always wanted. Can't go wrong if Miles is on the LP. Good quality. Right, next one is following on from my Gomez collection a couple of weeks ago. The lead singer Ben Otterwell's had 3 albums, which I've got the last 2 on vinyl, first one on CD. And he just put on his Facebook that there was 15 copies. He had 15 copies of the original album from 2011. So Gomez finished their last album, 2011, and Ben recorded his first album in 2011. He announced there was 15 copies on his Bandcamp. Pressed it, managed to get a copy, went back on 10 minutes later and they were gone. So in 40 minutes, Ben Otterwell, Shapes and Shadows. Fairly acoustic. He's signed it here for us, which is really nice. Acoustic, but Ben, guitars, there's drums on it, piano, organ, etc. on white vinyl. So this is, for me, it's been a bit of a grail because I always kick myself. Limited. Even in 2011, I think it was only released in the States, and there would only be probably 1,000 copies. So these came from Ben's private stash. So it was good to get that and complete my 3 L. trio thing going on here. My Ben Otterwell trio albums. And last but not least is one major one for me because I'm a big Stevie Ray Vaughan fan. And this is Couldn't Stand the Weather. This is Mo-Fi One Step. 2 albums on 45. Just brilliant. The quality is just fantastic. I've been into Stevie since day 1, maybe day 2. So you get 2 albums like this. I've shown One Steps before. And he does, there's one side on this, just he does Voodoo Child. You'll see that see-through. Oh, they're see-through, these super quiet vinyl records. So that's the second One Step at Mo-Fi I've done off Stevie Ray Vaughan. I've done 2 Bill Evans. Don't know why they're doubling up on some artists. The quality is just unbelievable, fantastic. I'm glad they've done 2 Stevie Ray Vaughan, as I love him. Probably won't see any more. This is one thing I want to say. This is number 4729 out of 7,000. I got this from a local trader. I had ordered it and I forgot from Mo-Fi. I would have got a better number, but there was cross wires and whatever, so ended up cancelling my Mo-Fi one. I had to go with my dealer. So this is the 12th one. I've got 11. Didn't get the first one, but these, they don't go up crazy prices. The first 2, 3. Obviously Santana, the first one, was worth a lot of money, but these later ones, they're releasing one of the albums up to 9,000. So you'll not make a lot of money on them. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is wash a couple of records and have another hunt for that record because it's doing my head in. I want to show it. So have a good weekend. Catch us all later. Bye then.